Hey guys, we have M1 MacBook Air. Unfortunately, customer broke the screen this way. It's a pressure breakage, but yeah, there is nothing much we can do. I'm just uploading this video to show you guys that you are able to do it yourself. It's very simple. At the back you have 4 long screws and 6 shorter screws. After removing these screws, it's very easy to take out apart the device. This is the back cover which you need to take off, and then you have some more things which you have to do, but this I'm going to show you in the video, so keep watching. So after taking the 4 long screws, I'm taking the short screws on the side, and there are like 4 more small screws. All you have to do is just one screwdriver to take out the back, and then inside you need a little bit different screwdriver which will help you to take the rest of the screws which you need to take out in order to replace the screen. So as you can see, all the screws are removed and it's very easy. I'm not even applying any pressure. Very easy to take out the back. After the back is out, first thing first you have to do is disconnect the battery to avoid any issues which you can create by having the battery connected. This is the battery connector, and it's a little bit difficult to understand how to disconnect it because there is one hunch on top which holds down the connector. So I don't have nails this time. But anyway, I don't want to try with any tools, metal or plastic, so I'm just putting more pressure. That's it. And now I just lift up and the battery is disconnected. Once the battery is disconnected, there is no danger to the device. Nothing can happen at all. So I'm just opening the device, and the device now is open. I'll just point the camera so you can see better. So the device is now open, as you can see, and it stays on my desk. Here on the sides we have the big screws, but this one we use the same screwdriver. These are the the screws which are holding the screen connections, and in total on this device you have to disconnect only one connector, but because it's the first time which I'm doing it, I didn't know, so I disconnect all of them like I was doing for the MacBook Airs 2019, 2017. Yeah, anyway, it was good experience for me as well. So only one screwdriver so far. Yeah, this is the screen, the most important connection, which is coming from the motherboard to the new part which we'll install. And now obviously we need to remove the big screws which are holding the screen frame, and they are 6 in total. So I'm preparing my screwdrivers now. And one more thing, guys, it's very important to remove this silver antenna which you see next to the screws. So I'm just testing my screw, sorry about that. I don't want to edit the video and cut any parts of the video. This is a full replacement, so you can do it yourself after watching the video. As you can see, the screws are going out. Later on I will zoom to the next one so you have a better and closer view how actually to remove them. But anyway, the 3 screws are gone. I'll just put them on the side. Just put the screws in the same place. The right screws in one place, the left screws in other place. This will be the best way to avoid any confusion and any issues with the work you're doing. Alright, let me zoom in now. Okay, so you can see we have 3 screws left. One is out. This side is the main board, so avoid any extra pressure, so pressure which might send your screwdriver on top of the components of the board. So be very careful on this side. The other side is fine, even if your screwdriver jumps, cannot make any damage, which might prevent your device to start again. So anyway, these are taken out. So here I will try to take the screen off, but I will understand that there is the antenna on top which prevents me from doing so. 2 more black screws under the metal plates which I removed before, so it's necessary for them to be removed. You cannot mistake these screws. Keep in mind, these screws are unique. They stay here and you use the same screwdriver for them. So this is the screen board which is going out together with the screen, which is very good that they make it this way. And now at this point I'm trying to take the screen, but I will understand that I have to remove the antennas as well. So yeah, taking out the screws here. Two from the one side and 2 from the other side. And now when the screws are removed, this antenna holds herself in some clips which they have underneath, like plastic bits. So that's why I'm just very careful, like slowly pushing to see if anything will unclip. And yeah, the left side I manage. On the right side, however, was a little bit more difficult, so I just tried to push with the screen and see. As I say, it's my first time doing M1 Air for screen replacement, so obviously I have to be like a little bit extra careful. On the second one, trust me, I will do it for 5 minutes less than this one. I just wanted to prevent like any confusion or any unwanted situations. So yeah, so I'm just using like some strength here to lift the cover, and actually I just lift the antenna a bit so I can take the screen out. There you go. Alright, antenna is loose now. That's it. So antenna have 2 holders over there, so I'm extra careful like not to damage any of the connections. I don't want to do any extra like soldering later. So this is the antenna. That's it. So now it's very easy. I just remove the screen. This is the broken screen, and I'm going to prepare the new screen. While I'm preparing the new screen, you see that they have some protections around, so be very careful with this white thing in the middle. When you install the screen, you have to remove it, otherwise when you're closing it might break the screen, unfortunately. So I did not pay attention, and I'll show you my mistake later. It's not a mistake, but yeah, you should just I was supposed to remove it now, not later. Anyway, I opened the hinges so I can try to fit down the screen. As you can see, once the screen is in both sides, this needs to be a little bit more open. Once the screen is in both sides, then I can leave the screen under the frame, just put them down, and that's it. Now what I did is I was supposed to put the big screws which are holding the screen, but I didn't, and later on I'll face a small issue, but it's not something which will of course stop me doing the repair. Anyway, have to be very careful with this piece here, very careful. Just don't put any extra pressure. Everything should be going inside by himself. So I'm just closing it now, like I'm putting the antenna down. What I was supposed to do is I was supposed to put the screen hunches, the screen screws, the 6 screws which I took from the sides before I put the antenna down. And this is because the antenna prevents the one screw on the side to go in. It was easy to take it out, but it was very hard to put it back in. Yeah, and I managed to scratch the antenna from inside, which is nothing to worry about. It's inside, as I say. Outside the laptop is perfect. But just in case, if you are doing the repair this way, just don't install the antenna. First put the screen holders and then you can install the antenna, and it's completely more easy than I did it. So as you can see, I'm putting the screws holding the antenna down. They are just 4 and everything is easy. The only thing I found a bit difficult was to put the small metal plates on top of the connectors, because they're very small, and some of the screws, they are non-magnetic, so I have to, you know, put them inside the place and try to fit them. As you can see, I'm getting like some small difficulties, but that's fine, guys. That's a normal repair without any editing, so it's normal. Anyone who does repairs, he will know that, he will understand that this is normal, completely normal, to have some difficulties with some small screws. As you can see, this one is like not going in. Alright, that's it. So yeah, after putting the screws here, then the hard time for me will come, and I will show you this hard time in a minute. So that's it. Alright, so once they are in, what I have to do is to put the screws from the side. And what's interesting now is, let me just move the camera so you can see. What's interesting is the middle screw is fine. It's completely easy to put it in. As you can see, without any pressure, the screw is in. The left side screw as well, it's very easy. And now I will face some hard time with this one. As you can see, now this screw doesn't have enough space, so I have to put the screw a little bit, I have to give the screw a small angle just to go in, and then to push it and to put it back to normal. And it's very hard here. That's why I'm using my 2 hands, and as you can see, I'm just, you know, using my other hand to hold the device while I'm just using like more power to put the screw in. But at the end, the screw was in and everything was fine. That's it. I'm just tightening the screws, checking for any looseness here and there. It's all good. It was all good. Anyway, from the other side, I will face the same issue. And that's why when you do your repair, just put these screws before you're putting the antenna, so you're facing no issues with this. So as you can see here, I will start with the difficult screw, because now I know. And I know that if you don't put the other 2 screws, there is some gap for the hinge to move. So you can actually adjust it a bit. But anyway, it's still difficult. It's not like as it's supposed to be. Alright, so that's it. Screw is in. Now I will put the middle screw and the screw on the right side, and I can reconnect the battery and I can close the back cover. So this is the whole process of replacing the screen for MacBook M1, and it's not hard. It's easier than it was before. I'm telling you this because before we had some like 2 connectors on the side, which they had some springs on them, and it was very difficult to understand how they should go on top, how much they should be pulled and how much they should be like pressed, you know, the pressure there. So this was difficult for me to understand before, and this was something which was complicating the repair. While in this device it's very simple. It's literally very simple. Like, now everything is assembled. I'm connecting the battery with one hand, as you can see, and closing the battery clip. So this connector should be closed. As you can see, I'm trying. I don't have nails, which I was sorry about that. That's it. Now I have just to press it down, and that's it. The battery is connected. So in this situation, the repair is almost finished. All I have to do is just to put the back cover on its place and put the screws in the same way I took them out. That's 6 small screws and 4 long screws. The 4 long screws always they stay at the back. That's a MacBook style, and you can't mess them. So what I'm doing is I'm just checking if the back is on its place. Let me adjust the camera a bit so you can see. There you go. Camera is focused now, so I can just put the screws in. If you want, you can start with the small screws, doesn't matter. I just edge this big one, and that's why I'm just trying with the big one, guys. So 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 big screws and 6 small screws, and the repair is finished. And literally this, I'm doing this first time, and it took me 90 minutes. Let's put them 20 minutes. So if you don't know how to do a repair, if you never have done it before, when you order a screen, some of the screen sellers, they provide you the screwdrivers to do the repair. So if so, then it's very easy because you have the tools. They are just 2 different screwdrivers. For the people who don't get the set to replace the screen, when you order the screen, you can buy a easy like screw set for like 10 quid or something. Close angle just to show you how the screw goes in. That's it. And the last one. That's it. So now we have everything done. The whole job is done. So what I'm doing is, first thing first, you check if the screen opens and closes, and you power up the device. In this situation, I just powered up the device. But because we disconnect the battery, the device doesn't power from the power button. We have to plug a charger in. Keep in mind, don't be afraid, nothing wrong happened. You just have to plug the charger in. Once you plug the charger in, then the device will power himself, like every iPhone does. There you go. So yeah, this white thing in the middle, just remove it. Remove it before you try to close the screen, because here I did not remove it and I was going too close without removing it. Thanks for watching.